I have the worst sleep, so I decided to run an experiment to get the perfect sleep in just 7 days. So, did all these fancy tricks help me, or was it just a big waste of time afterwards? That's what you're going to see now. Okay guys, welcome to a new video on my channel. You already heard what it's about in the intro, so it's unnecessary me explaining it again and again and again. So, I have to point out that I'm German, so we have to start by preparing. And preparing in this way is actually cleaning my room, because I have the messiest room of all time. And actually studies show that a clean room equals a clean mindset equals good sleep. So why not do that? Okay guys, the room cleanup is done. Took me like 10 minutes and it was on my to-do list since the beginning of the summer break, which is like 2 months by now. Can't believe I procrastinated over that for so long. But anyway, we are now going to show you the star of today's cleaning show. Sorry for the camera angle, but it has to be like this because it is the Sunlight Alarm Clock. Okay, first we have to install it, but actually it is proven that like the ringing noise of your alarm clock is bad for your brain in the morning. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a very clean start in the morning, just rising up with the sun slowly enough for me to casually wake up and have the best of it. Yeah, but first we're going to have to test if it works, because I haven't used it since like 3 months now. Oh my gosh guys, it works. Took me like 20 seconds to install that again, but it works.
Nice.
Okay, I'm now going to have a short break of you guys because I'm going to eat dinner. It's 18:30 right now, as you saw on my alarm clock, and it is the time because I am allowed to take my last bite of my last big meal at 7 p.m. because that's when my stomach digestion has to start or something. I don't really know. I'm probably going to show you a Copilot answer somewhere above here. But anyway, that is when my stomach has to start digesting my last big meal for me to not have tons of work with it during night. So, see you after that. Boom guys, there we are back. It's been a pretty while, 1 hour or something, since I had dinner, spent some time with the family, relaxing. That's also part of my routine. And it's now 8:15 p.m. What's now going to come is a work blog and some last social media usage before I put my phone down at 9 p.m. and I don't use social media for the rest of the day. And I'm not going to film that for you because it's going to be the most boring stuff, watching me work and watching me watch social media. So I'm now going to do a transition to the next scene. No, I'm not, because I forgot to say something. Because of course, we're not sitting here in bed scrolling on my phone like a maniac, because my bed for this 7 days is just used for sleep. Now, what we're doing instead is we're sitting down on the couch, sitting down and scrolling here, like 5 meters from my bed, if that is even 5 meters. So now, finally, the transition. Pow! I'm back, guys. It's 9 p.m. now. So, it's time for the next part of the routine, which is, as I already said, all social media away, also for, in my case, work purposes. So, what is going to happen now is that I'm going to have a little bit of mobility routine, and I'm going to take it through it. I've tried a few mobility shots already, and they were all looking shit. So I'm excited how it's gonna be now, and please don't be underwhelmed if it's not the best camera angle, because my room is like not the best to shoot in for mobility. Thank you for your understanding. I sound like a Deutsche Bahn Mitarbeiter when they tell people that the Zug is too late again. But anyway, see you there. Now, guys, I feel like I'm saying the same thing again and again, but it's... What time is it? Wait. It's 9:30 p.m. now, and what we're going to do is we are going to take a journal and practice some gratefulness. I think I've never done this since 4 months or something, but it's very important to get your thoughts out of your mind. Apparently, I only read about this, but it's apparently very important to get your thoughts out of your mind and not think about it lying in bed, just being like, oh, I could have written down this, what if I forget about this? This is what I'm working against now. I think over the summer break my English vocabulary has just like broken down completely, but anyway, that's just what we're doing now, so it doesn't keep anything stuck on my mind if I want to have my rest. And honestly, I already feel like sleeping now. It's only 9:30. Like usually I would be on my phone till now and even later, especially because it's summer break. So I think that's the melatonin production kicking in already now, which is a great thing, because that's what I wanted to reach, and it's already almost reached on the first day. Maybe not completely, we'll see that later, but already kind of. So yeah, see you guys at journaling. For journaling, I decided on a very easy strategy, because what I'm doing is just getting my blank notebook. I don't like journaling in my phone because it just doesn't give the same feeling of relaxiveness and gratefulness, and I think you know what I mean by now. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to write the date, of course, then I'm going to write 3 things that I'm thankful for today. And you might already know this system from my earlier videos, but what these 3 things are 2 things that are very important for me, and 1 thing that is the most basic thing, like literally having water and stuff. That's what I was going to do, but I don't have any water here, so I might just not write that as well. So anyway, after that I'm going to write a daily update, and that's it then. I'm saying see you tomorrow to my diary. I think I should get some friends by now, but I mean, I'm living a dream. Hopefully someday. We did this now for 15 minutes, to be honest, but this is like completely in the time zone we expected it to be. So what is going to happen now? I'm repeating myself again. I know it's very boring right now, but what's going to happen now is I'm going to meditate and pray for a second, because I've not shown my loyalty to the Lord for quite a long time now. And meditate, show gratefulness, pray. I think there's no better way than to go to sleep than this. There's people right now playing FC 27 probably, and I'm doing the Erling Haaland, man. As if I wasn't cooked enough for this one, I'm also listening to rain sounds during it. Overthink your life choices before it gets to this point, because nah, bro. Okay guys, we are in bed now, and I must say that I am feeling very good. I would like this to be more of a more exciting video, where I'm telling you that this doesn't help anything and stuff, but I am low-key feeling very good about myself, about my body. I'm very tired, which is the aim of this video. And I know that I've been very sarcastic until now, but deep inside of me, I do know where this leads me, and that this is good for me. Just sometimes it doesn't always come out. Also not right now, but I'm doing my best to be real with you guys. And one thing I gotta show you is this, guys. I turned this on like 5 minutes ago. It's supposed to help me build melatonin and relax myself. I think it does. Of course, I have my light on normally. It just looks better on a video like this, and you see it more better on the video like this. Anyway, I'm now going to read for half an hour. I'm not going to film myself doing it, and yeah, then I'm going to sleep. So I'd actually say see you guys tomorrow, when I'm hopefully very well slept, tracking the score on the Apple Watch tonight, cause I'm basically too poor to buy anything else. But yeah, I hope I'm feeling better tomorrow morning than I'm doing right now, because I'm very tired. Bye.
One day later.
Good morning, guys. It's 7 a.m. now. My alarm clock just rang, as you saw. And I just checked my sleep score, and it's only an 88. Of course, I didn't tell you guys till now, but I couldn't really go to sleep yesterday. But anyway, the morning routine is now going to carry on, because it's not the longest morning routine or something, but it's just exposing myself to the sunlight for 15 minutes. So I'm telling my body that this is my usual time where my melatonin has to stop working, and I can set my circadian rhythm perfectly. Today is day 4 of my challenge, and because we're halfway through and because I got my first sleep score above 90 today, I thought I'd give you a little feedback on how it feels till now. And honestly, I have to say, I feel very good. I'm waking up, I'm more energized, more peaceful, calmer, and overall happier. I feel like I'm actually doing something with my life right now. And it doesn't just feel like it. Like, I just ran 6 kilometers in about 28 minutes, which is maniacal for me, and that as my second workout of the day. My 75 heart is built to make me more productive and make me more superficial and everything. So this feels like I finally reached there. And you might be asking yourself, but Sammy, you said this was all useless. Yes, I was wrong. I know I got a sleep score below 90 the first day, but I now realize that it just took me some time. However, I think to get to the 97 of sleep score, which is 3 more points. Yes, I got a sleep score of 94 last night, but to get to the sleep score of 97, which is 3 more points, I feel like I gotta change a few stuff. So I am going to keep a few of it and release a few of it to also make it more humane, my routine. And what I'm going to keep is I'm going to keep the rain sounds when I meditate. And yes, I will keep meditating, even though I made a lot of fun of it. It's very good for me. I'm also going to keep my mobility routine and journal. But the key thing I'm going to take away is I'm going to take away the astronaut thingy with the moon I showed you the first evening, because I figured it's just useless. And while I do my reading, it even distracts me. And I'm going to give myself the option of reading a non-fiction book, like an educational book in the evening, because I realized I do get a lot tired reading the non-fiction and educational book instead of the novel. So, see you in the next scene, when I'm maybe giving you a few updates a few days out, or I'm already at the end of my video. See you there. Guys, I know my sunglasses look very fancy, but that's not the point of the video right now, because my experiment is over and my final sleep score was a 96. 1 point off my goal, but I don't really care because I feel very good. And that's the point of the whole experiment. However, this habit is definitely not keepable forever. So I'm not going to tell you the habits I was going to keep and the habits I'm going to quit. So first off, I am keeping the thing with little to no scrolling in my bed because I really noticed that it's not as bad as it sounds, except for the Sunday morning from 7 to 10 a.m. You know what I mean if you're a real bro. But anyways, I am going to keep that like on a half-time basis, and I'm going to quit these like extra fancy habits like playing raindrop sounds, doing a lot of mobility every day before I go to bed. Those are like the ones that just take up a lot of time, same as the motivational stuff. Now, to the habits that I am going to keep, which are multiple. First of all, I am going to quit any screen 1 hour at least before I turn off the lights, not before I sleep, but before I turn off the lights. In addition, no social media 1.5 hours before I turn off the lights, so 30 minutes before I give the screen away completely. Also, I'm going to keep the journaling before the bed. That was like the single most important habit for me. Also, a bit of praying and stuff, just the whole gratitude area together. And of course, the reading, which is like the most peaceful activity I ever had. So I know it's pretty abrupt again, but this is already the end of my self-experiment. So if you really enjoyed it and will integrate some of these habits and some of these experiments that I made myself into the life, be sure to subscribe to the channel to never miss any uploads again. Give this one a thumbs up so I show up on your YouTube for you page daily. And yeah, subscribe to follow the journey. See you soon. You're simply Sammy.